we have a real. I have 10 prog names,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to choose if it's real or fake.
Oh, so Brian's,
Oh,
you've
gosh.
written some here, Brian. You've written some of
I
these.
made
some of
some
these
up,
are,
just like the hot sauce
oh, this
game,
is
dude.
exciting. I
All right,
love when
all
Brian
right.
does this kind of prep.
So these are band names,
Mm-hmm.
and I've said this. If I get Steven one time, it's gonna make me feel so good. I just gotta say,
Oh no. Okay.
one time is
And
all it'll take.
I Garrett, I will say this. I mean, Steven seems to know a lot about music. He has a background in music. We heard it described. He went to school for music. He plays in a very popular and great band that makes music. But I am going to go ahead and guarantee, as I did, I believe, against Weiger and Mitch
The Toes Boy.
Yeah,
the Doughboys. I believe I'm going to go ahead and guarantee a victory here. This guy Steve does not stand a chance against me. I'm going to dominate this.
Well, the first band I have here is Tormato, Tormato, and we'll
So
go to
who
Chris
go-
first.
Oh, okay. It sounds like, Terminator or whatever. It sounds like fucking Larry the Cable Guy, and he's Tomater.
Remember, I was a cable guy.
Yeah, the movie, Jim Carrey. Okay, let me see here. I'm gonna say that this is a real band.
All right, Steven, what do you think here?
I also think it's a real band.
You guys both got it right. That is a real band.
Ooh, yes, thank you. So this is gonna be I think we should do it separately because it's not gonna be fair. Like I'm gonna know that Steve got it right, so I'm gonna whatever he guesses, I'm just gonna guess.
First. That's why you'll go.
Oh,
first.
I'm always gonna go first.
Well, yeah, we'll have you go first.
We're recognizing. Okay,
the
that
next
I am
band.
the worst player.
The next band is Biblical Trials. Biblical Trials.
Biblical Trials. I mean, this have to be like a religious band,
Maybe. I mean, a lot of these bands sing about like the Bible and shit like that.
I know Bryan is very religious.
Yes.
So this would be something he would think about. He's thinking about a lot, the Bible and biblical stuff. I'm gonna say this is a fake band.
Okay, Steven, what do you think? Biblical Trials.
Biblical Trials. I also think they're a fake band.
That was one of my bad names.
I knew it. I knew it, Bryan.
2-2, baby.
That's really difficult because Bryan is just so notoriously he's like evangelical. So anytime you hear anything that has a religious reference to it, it's coming from his fucking deranged fucking religious brain,
This next one is I'm either a swinger or I'm religious. You can't be both things.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing
Actually, that's true. It is hard to be a religious swinger, like publicly at least.
I could look into it.
Like if there's like a religious swingers community, where you're like, yo, I fucking respect the word of God like massively, but I also love to suck and fuck other random people.
Isn't that essentially what happened in Bountiful, BC?
Oh, Bountiful, BC. I mean, they were like that was like a real like polygamous like
Sex
commune.
cult,
Yeah, that was like a thing where like everyone's married to one person or whatever.
Yeah, they really tried. They tried.
That was really sinister stuff, I think.
Oh yeah. See, I mean, that's why it's you can't combine the two.
You can't combine the two. You're right. It becomes really fucked up. They go full cult very quickly when you mix religious and then sex club.
Right. I almost said if you're either swinging or singing like some sort of like hymn thing, but I can't. It's not fully there. So I didn't get it there.
The next prog rock band name here is Chronological Distance. Chronological Distance is the name of a band. Chris, is that real or is that fake?
Chronological Distance. It's such a stupid name. It's so dumb. Bryan would think of a dumb name, but so would these prog rock guys.
I think you're giving me too much credit.
Okay, I'm gonna say this one is a fake name though.
And Steven, Chronological Distance.
I think it's fake too.
Man, you guys, you're both exactly right on that one.
Yeah, we are right now. Steve and I are both just dominating Bryan in this game.
Do you know what the problem with chronological distance is?
Mm-hmm.
It's too funny.
Yeah. That's why it's like the stupid funny. It's like so dumb that it makes you laugh. And
like
it's,
that.
Yeah,
that was a working title of a Christopher Guest movie before he figured out.
Yeah,
that's you know what I mean. Like
that's very good. It's very good. Chronological distance. That's actually you should use that for something, Bryan.
Okay, I'll start a prog band.
Start a project of some kind.
Structure, time signatures, polyrhythms.
Just remember
3 to 5,
polyrhythms
3,
every
4,
time.
5 people.
Every time the polyrhythms thing comes up, he's gonna get distracted.
Strange instruments.
The next one is the Anchoret. ANCHORET. The Anchoret.
I don't see you making up something like that, so I'm gonna say that's a real band.
And Steven?
I also yeah, it's a real band.
Oh, you guys are 100% so far. 100% so far.
This is honestly like I was thinking this is gonna be a showdown. I'm gonna take this guy out. It's become just this like 2-on-1 thrashing, of Bryan's game.
Okay. The next one is Porcupine Tree.
Bryan, you have such a crazy tan.
I got a sunburn. I got burned bad today.
Yeah,
he's just got. But the burn is like it's like how did it not get your arms and those
I don't know because I was out all day. And I mean, it got my back. Yeah,
it got your back. If you guys could see it right now, it's like burned. It is on his shoulder, like down on his chest a little bit, but there's parts of his arm are completely fine.
I just walked in the house like an hour before we started recording this, and I was like, I swear to fucking God, I reapplied over and over again, and obviously it didn't work. The sun's out there.
You kind of look a little bit like a tornado.
Yeah.
Like
So I got a Porcupine Tree. This is the first one that I'm unsure of. This is the first one where I'm like, I'm not 100% sure on this one because this could be either Porcupine Tree. I'm going to say that's a real band.
Okay, Steven, what do you think of Porcupine Tree?
Unfortunately, this one I don't think. I know. Porcupine Tree is a real band.
Oh, wow. Yes. I can't believe I got that one as well. How many do we have in a row here, Bryan?
5 against 5 of 5.
So right now we're halfway through the game and we have both gotten every single one, and I've gotten them legitimately because I'm going first, and I don't think Steve has needed my help on any of them. No.
The next one is Bumblebee Eagle Speed. The Bumblebee Eagle Speed.
I think that's a great name, but I think it's like that's how you would think of a name like that. Because just because of the like words, Bumblebee Eagles, that's I think
Eagle Speed. EAGLESPEED.
Yeah, Bumblebee Eagle Speed.
Yeah.
It sounds like it reminds me of Engelbert Humperdinck.
It's true. It does.
So I kind of think maybe you were like thinking of that and then you said it. But
I never thought of Engelbert Humperdinck in my life.
And you're like Engelbert Humperdinck, Bumblebee, fucking Dick Cheese or whatever the name is.
Eagle Speed. God
Eagle
damn it.
Speed. Okay, I'm gonna say though, it's maybe too good for you to have come up with as well. I think this is a real one.
Okay, Steven, Bumblebee Eagle Speed.
This one's tough. This one's tough.
Yeah, Bryan seemed pretty confident there. Like, when I said it, he has a lot of tells, and I'm not
telling. I'm trying not to look at it.
I'm not telling.
I'm not looking at stuff.
I think this one is fake.
Okay, we have the first disagreement.
Here we go. Chris, 5. Steven, 6.
Fuck, man, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Your dumbass came up with that.
Here's here's an easy one. This one I'm basically giving it away. Eloy.
Who?
Eloy. ELOY. Eloy.
I mean, ELO is one, but
then add a Y. But it's one word. It's a word. It's not the letters ELOY.
It doesn't stand for Electric Light Orchestra or something.
Electric Light Orchestra? Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Electric Light Orchestra and Yuri, and it's just like this extra guy, who's in there. Okay, let's see here. He said this is an easy one, but why is it? I don't know why it is. I don't know. I mean, if it's an easy one, well, you made it.
Right, I know, but I made this one to be obvious.
Okay, so you're saying it's fake.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with fake.
That's a free one. Wait a minute. No, it's real. Eloy's real.
I was gonna say it's a real band.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not fair. You played all kind of mind games with me on that one.
I thought I fucked up. I thought I flubbed.
Yeah, that's crazy. You played mind games with me.
I'll leave it out.
It's okay. No, it's 7-5. It's 7-5.
Yeah, there's
that unfortunately is another one that I knew.
Yeah, that's not Steve's fault that you played those games with me.
Glass Museum. Glass Museum.
Sounds like a real band.
You going with real?
Let me look into your eyes. I'm going to say that it's a fake band after looking into his eyes.
Okay, Steven, Glass Museum.
That feels like a real one to me.
All right. Well, it's 8-5 now.
Fuck!
Glass Museum is real.
Yeah,
now we got
should
two
have gone
more
with my
left.
first instinct. I looked in his eyes and I thought this guy is this guy is absolutely lying. You guys could see the look he gave me.
The next one, we got two more here. The Redondo Protocol.
I mean, that one's got to be fake. The Redondo Protocol. Those are the types that he comes up with, like Bumblebee Dingleberry.
The Redondo Protocol, Steven.
Redondo Protocol sounds like something from Bryan's brain.
No, that one sounds like a Southern California prog band.
Okay.
So you're real and Chris is fake.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. That was the one I got you. That one was made up. I faked that one. And then we got one more left.
You got to know that's how his brain, he's just like, thinks like, ba-bumbo, ba-ba-bo-bo. Like that's like, he's like, ba-bumbo, ba-ba-bo-bo. Like any of the ones that are like that, like Bingleberry, Buggleberry, bo-bo,
You say that, but I could see them opening for Dub Side of the Moon.
Oh, without a doubt, it sounds believable. I just know how he thinks of names,
Right. Well, the first time I went to LA, we stayed at Redondo Beach. So it's just Redondo was a thing that was in my mind. And
there you go.
There's so many bands with Protocol in it. And so the last one I have here is Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance.
Okay, I feel like this could be real. But then they might get in trouble. I don't know if they'd even be allowed to have that as their name if they were like a big band. Like they might get in trouble from the Nintendo.
I don't think Bandcamp would. Most of these bands are Bandcamp bands.
Okay, so
Game Boy Advance.
Again, do you see how he's playing this is mind games. This is should not be allowed.
I'm not playing mind games. I'm just telling you.
So you're saying most of these bands are Bandcamp bands, so therefore this, he's telling me this is a real band. So I'm going to say this is a real band.
Under the radar.
This is what I'm saying. Real band based on Bryan's advice.
He's just citing his sources.
Yeah. I'm saying that I found these on a Prog message board.
Based on what Bryan said, I'm going to go with real band.
All right,
I think it's a real band. I think it's a real band too.
I got you both. 8-6. Steven wins.
That's
Boy
not
Advance
fair,
is
though.
a fake band that I made up.
He's plays these mind games, and it makes it not fair. He saw that his game he was getting dominated at his own game, so he's like, "Let me bring out the mind games."
But dude, I have the list. I can show you the list.
I feel bad about that one because I had a Game Boy Advance.
Like this part, like, I'll show you the list. I'll show you the list. These are part of the mind game. Still, it's not even over. You think it's over? You'll send you texts afterwards.
Elaborate.
Any text or anything.
Definitely, yeah.
And I want to think
it's a progressive mind game.